So I finally took the pistol whip plunge. Kinda like Beat Saber, this is a game that I kept seeing on YouTube and my recommendations, my Oculus recommendations, etc. etc. It's been on my radar for quite a while. Well, quite like Beat Saber, this game is all the rage. It lives up to all the hype and then some. If you don't know what I'm talking about, then let me learn you a little something. Pistol Whip is a rhythm game, a genre that seems tailor made for the world of virtual reality. At its very core, it's very similar to Beat Saber. Instead of slashing beats with a lightsaber, you're blasting metal made suckers with guns, preferably in sync with the music. The obvious difference, of course, is the look and feel of this game. Pistol Whip looks and sort of plays like an action-packed first-person shooter inspired by John Wick and other Hollywood shoot-'em-ups. And let me tell you, this shit is very, very intense. Now, if I'm not a true-to-life workout warrior, I'm at least a workout soldier. I zip through programs like Insanity, P90X, and Tap Out. I did this shit for years. I did all this before I created my own little custom workout program, which was largely based off a lot of the fucking moves that I learned in said programs. And I did this little custom program for years. Since I picked up my Oculus Quest 2 last year, I've been keeping myself pretty busy with Beat Saber, along with boxing simulations like Thrill of the Fight and Creed. That shit is cool, but nothing, and I mean nothing in life has ever made me feel like I'm actually a 43-year-old man, except Pistol Whip. The intensity of this game is on a whole nother level. This shit leaves my legs burning after every session. So now I don't have to feel bad about missing leg day, because this shit will hit them motherfuckers every time. Now for the first week, Pistol Whip, it made me kind of dizzy, you know what I'm saying? Like, it had that VR feeling that I guess it would be kind of like that motion sickness that a lot of people say they experience. That woozy woo feeling and shit. I think I got it resolved though. So what I do now is, the first thing I do when I strap up for my little exercise period, I play Pistol Whip first, and then I'll fuck with Beat Saber afterwards. Pistol Whip is still intense no matter what order you fucking approach it in, but by tackling it first, I'm able to push through a lot easier, and I'm not all spent the fuck out by the time I get to Beat Saber. Speaking of intensity, the intensity of Pistol Whip, it really stands out from a difficulty standpoint. Even on easy mode, this shit is pretty damn tough. I don't know how I'm gonna fuck around and get through normal, let alone hard. Because easy, that shit has me like fucking gassed and feeling it. The little obstacles that they have you trying to move around adds another layer of difficulty, to the point where I'm scared I might knock over my goddamn TV trying to skate around these days. Fingers crossed that doesn't happen, but the way I got my shit up is very fucking possible. Difficulty is something that can be optimized through the customization options available in the Styles menu. Apparently this is a relatively new feature, but I didn't discover them until a couple days into the game anyway. These options, better known as modifiers, allow you to apply things like invincibility, you can strap up with dual heaters, the ability to do one-shot kills, and so forth. Now, this shit really came in handy for the campaign mode, as well as the day after I wrecked my back on a 90-degree mode in this Beat Saber level I made. I'll be uploading that shit to the channel very soon. It's fucking insanity. Anyway, since Pistol Whip is down there impossible to play while you're sitting down, I threw on a Rambo, nothing can stop me, invincible modifier, so I can run through the campaign mode and unlock those stages so I can play them anytime I want to. When I play VR games at night, I'm not trying to work out. I'm high as fuck and I'm just trying to have fun, so I have to do all this shit while I'm sitting down. Otherwise, it will be a fucking disaster around the crib. As for the campaign mode, it's pretty straightforward. You get two separate storylines set across, I believe, 5 stages. The first one, I forget the fucking name right now. I was supposed to write it down in my little script, but it reminds me of this fucking old school anime show from the 1980s called The Bubblegum Crisis. Now, neither campaign is winning any Academy Awards for exceptional writing, originality, or anything like that. Like the game itself, the campaign mode thrives on simplicity, and it nails it in that department. The campaign mode is also pretty damn challenging, considerably more challenging than the base stages available in arcade mode. Like the final boss challenge or whatever you want to call it is fucking bonkers, bananas. It's also crazy fun, so you have a fucking blasting your way to victory. Now for some downsides, Pistol Whip is fucking awesome, but it's not perfect. So each Pistol Whip level is custom fit to a particular song. Some of these songs are decent and are certainly not nearly as insufferable as the base songs in Saber, which I just could only tolerate for so fucking long. They leave a lot to be desired for me personally. However, they are perfect for this game. Even the soundtrack they spun up for the Western themed second Saber campaign, Smoke and Thunder, I believe it's called. I was supposed to fucking write it down. These songs are right on point, and they fit perfectly into this campaign cinematic world that they created. What finally sold me on Pistol Whip, convinced me to buy this shit, is the ability to create custom songs. Basically just put whatever song you want to hear into the map as you're playing it. While it would be very difficult to find songs that I personally like, gangster rap shit, that would align with the tracks, the look and feel of these tracks, I feel like I could confidently do this without fucking up the vibe too much. Even though like every shot, every punch, every wall crack, every explosion in Pistol Whip seems to fit in seamlessly with the background track, I'm not particularly focused on staying in sync with the beat personally. I'm just trying to make it out alive, so any up-tempo song that I can put into here would do me just fucking fine. Unfortunately, it appears that through a recent update, perhaps from what I can tell, custom song mining is no longer supported with the Oculus version of Pistol Whip. There was one tutorial that I tried to follow and I got to a point where shit just wasn't lining up. It's like the update broke the fucking tutorial more or less. The fact that there was only one tutorial and one set of instructions to pull this off is also kind of telling. I don't know why it's this way, but it seemed like Oculus is the brown-faced, red-headed stepchild of the VR world. It's like you always gotta jump through hoops to unlock all the cool shit for this particular platform. But it is what it is. Now what I could do, possibly, is buy the Steam version of Pistol Whip and make all the fucking custom song shit possible through a PC VR connection. But of course that means I have to buy the game over again. And while it's a very cool game, I'm not sure if it's worth me buying a second fucking time, so we'll have to see how that goes. How bad do I really want to hear my own music in this game? It's to be determined. Even in the PC realm, pistol whip modding unfortunately is limited to custom songs. That's pretty much all you can do is just swap out the base songs with any song you want to hear, which is pretty cool, but it's limited. The game is simple and straightforward on the surface, but I believe underneath it is far more complex than what we see. Despite how fucking incredible it would be to build custom levels from scratch like we do with Saber, I imagine it would take a lot of work on the back end to even make this possible. I just don't see it happening with this version of the game, but considering all the chat, requests from the community and whatnot, the developers may bring our dreams to fruition in the next installment, Pistol Whip 2. Fingers fucking crossed. So that's about all I have for you. Pistol Whip. It's incredible. I give it 5 stars across the board. It's a great workout and it's fuck tons of fun. While I can't put it over Saber because Saber is life and it's the standard bearer for this genre, Pistol Whip more than holds its own in an increasingly crowded space of VR rhythm games. I wished I would have jumped on the bandwagon a bit earlier, but as the kids say, there's no time like the now. And now, we are fucking pistol whipping our way to looking like the total package and being in pristine shape. Peace.